SpaceX Falcon 9 grounded after failure dooms batch of Starlink satellite. On July 12th, Reuters. SpaceX's workhorse Falcon 9 rocket was grounded by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) on Friday after one broke apart in space and doomed its payload of Starlink satellites. The first failure in more than 7 years of rocket relied upon by the global space industry. Roughly an hour after Falcon 9 lifted off from the Vandenberg Space Force Base in California on Thursday night, the rocket's second stage failed to reignite and deployed its 12-20 Starlink satellite on a shallow orbital path while the wind entered the path from Earth, the atmosphere, and burned up. Okay, the attempt to reliably ignite the engine resulted in an engine load for a region currently unknown. The SpaceX Elon Musk wrote earlier on Friday in its official social media platform X and using the initial for the industry term rapid unscheduled assembly that unusually means explosion. The Falcon 9 will be grounded until SpaceX investigates the causal failure, fixes the rocket, and receives the FAA's approval, the agency said in a statement. That process could take several weeks or months depending on the issue's complexity and SpaceX's plan to fix it. The Bosch mission of the world's most active rocket ended a success string of more than 300 straight missions during which SpaceX has maintained its dominance of the launch industry. Many countries and space companies rely on a privately owned SpaceX valued at roughly $200 million to send their satellite and astronaut into space. The Musk said the SpaceX was updating the software of the Starlink satellite to force their onboard thrusters to fire harder than usual to avoid a fiery atmospheric re-entry. Unlike a Star Trek episode, this will probably not work, but it's worth a shot, was said. The satellite poses no threat to public, SpaceX wrote on Friday evening on X. The company did not estimate when they would have their re-entry, which would appear as streaks of light across the sky. Shooting stars, Musk said, replying on a SpaceX post. Their attitude is so shallow that the Earth's gravity is pulling them 3 miles, 5 kilometers closer toward the atmosphere with each orbit, SpaceX said earlier in the day, confirming they would re-enter Earth's atmosphere and fully demise. NASA said in a statement on Friday, it monitors all of SpaceX's Falcon 9 missions. SpaceX has been forthcoming with information and is including in the company's ongoing anomaly investigation to understand the issues and path forward. A U.S. space agency spokesman said. SpaceX said the second stage failure occurred after engineers detected a leak of liquid oxygen, a propellant. Okay. SpaceX's Falcon 9 is pictured launching a satellite to orbit and space after lift from the Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, US, and this screenshot obtained from a handout, blah blah blah, more. Okay, incredible. The mishap occurred in the Falcon 9's 354th mission. It was the first Falcon 9 failure since 2016, when a rocket exploded at a launch pad in Florida and destroyed its customer payload, an easier communication satellite. We knew this incredible run had to come to an end at some point. Tim Mueller, SpaceX's former vice president of propulsion, who designed Falcon 9's engine, replied to Musk on X. The team will fix the problem and start the cycle again. The failure will likely steamy SpaceX's identified Falcon 9 launch pace. The rocket 96 launched the last year were its most to date and exceeded the annual launch total in any country. By comparison, China, a space rival to the United States, launched 67 missions to space in 2023 using various rockets. It's extremely rare for Falcon to fail. They have a much better rate than almost any other rocket developed in terms of success of their mission. That Will Whithorn, chair of the venture capital firm Seraphim Space Investment Trust. Although Thursday night Falcon 9 flight was in-house mission, the rocket grounding is likely to impact upcoming SpaceX customer missions. Falcon 9 is the only U.S. rocket capable of sending NASA crews to the International Space Station. NASA was expecting to launch its next astronaut mission in August, with SpaceX's Crew Dragon astronaut capsule launching atop the rocket. NASA has been trying to help fix unrelated problems with Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, which is in the midst of a test mission to prove it can become NASA's second astronaut right to the orbit alongside Crew Dragon. SpaceX was poised to launch as early as July 31st, its Polaris Dawn Crew Dragon mission sending 4 private astronauts into orbit for a few days to conduct the first commercial spacewalk using the company's newly designed space suit. Gerald Eisenman, head of the Polaris program and a mission crew member, said he expects SpaceX to quickly recover the failure. As for Polaris Dawn, he will fly whenever SpaceX is ready and with complete confidence in the rocket, spaceship and operation, Eisenman wrote on X. Musk replied that we will investigate the issue and look for any other potential near misses. SpaceX has launched about 7,000 Starlink satellites of various designs into space since 2018 for its global broadband internet network. Industry analysts have said the satellites on Thursday mission could be worth at least $10 million combined. The technology around the newsletter bring the latest news and trends straight for your inbox. Right here and others. Okay, thank you for I read today this article about space. SpaceX's Falcon 9 grounded after failing Doom's batch of the Starlink satellites. Thank you.